Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharini. My pranams to Shri Thakur, Shri Ma, Swamiji Maharaj. Seated on the dais is revered Swami Girishananji Maharaj. I convey my humble pranams to him. Then other Swamijis, Swami Satyeshanandaji, Tyagurupanandaji, Sarupriyanandaji, Atmeshwaranandji, Swami Shastragyanandaji, revered monks, revered Matajis, and devotees. I have been asked to speak to you on Parishad Ashramas, essential areas to take care of, like Puja, Seva, financial integrity, etc. I have been to many unaffiliated centers in India, and some are doing exceedingly well, while others are somehow running. They are not being maintained properly. Temple and its campus are not kept neat and clean. Accounts are not maintained properly, and they are not being audited. If we give utmost importance to Thakur Seva and Bhakta Seva, I am sure a congenial environment will be created in the ashrama. Whether to make it an ideal center or not is in our centers. If we make it really an ideal center, devotees are bound to come. From my experience, I can tell you, when I was young, I used to visit one private center. The secretary of the ashrama was a bachelor, and he was a professor in a college. After the college hours, he will immediately come to the ashrama, and then the first thing he will do, he will clean the toilets, then attend to a garden, and then he himself will sing bhajans and then do puja also. He was loved by everybody because he was very endearing. Even Muslims also used to come and meet him. The whole ashrama was surcharged with spirituality. He was a source of inspiration to many. And it is because of his love and guidance that you find me here today before you. So regular worship, both morning and evening, should be performed, and that too on time. If worship is to become real to us, we must ought to know the meaning and purpose of the mantras and ritualistic actions involved at different stages of worship. The main objectives of puja are to feel the presence of God, to achieve concentration of mind, and to bring about the transformation of consciousness. Worship becomes meaningful only when the worshipper has a clear understanding and faith in the science of puja. Aarti songs have been composed by Swamiji himself, they carry a lot of power. If we progress in worship, gradually we'll be able to attain concentration and absorption, culminating in the transformation of our consciousness. Of course, this transformation also depends on other important factors like our intensity of faith, purity of mind, and devotional fervor. Let me give you some practical hints for conducting puja. In order that puja become joyful and elevating, we should resort to a certain amount of conscious imagination with an alert mind and intense awareness coupled with the aspiration to feel the presence of the deity and other gods and goddesses being worshipped. Puja should be performed with a calm, prayerful attitude. An intimate, loving relationship with the deity should be maintained throughout the puja and all through the day, even during other activities. We should feel ourselves filled with holiness in the sanctified atmosphere of the shrine, the abode of the Lord. During the worship, we must try to maintain the transparent, pure, and luminous individuality of a bhakta and be aware of the effulgent presence of Lord in the lotus of our heart as well as in the image we worship. Effort should be made that no impure thought enters our mind. This will make worship really meaningful and absorbing. The important stages in puja that we go through are purification, divinization, consecration, invocation of the Lord, offering of the Lord, and then self-surrender. Please keep a permanent pujari in your ashrama. Of course, other devotees can help him as and when needed. The worship of Sri Ramakrishna followed in our ashramas is a simplified form of tantric worship which can be practiced by any devotee at any place of worship. The concept of worship is developed on the principle Devo Bhutva Devam Yajait. The divine is to be worshipped by oneself becoming divine, and this can be experienced gradually by following sincerely the various procedures and practices prescribed in the course of worship. As we advance in our spiritual sadhana, puja will become more meaningful and joyful. We read Sri Ramakrishna performed worship at Dakshineshwar. The master used to say that at the time of performing Anganyasa, Karanyasa, etc., he actually saw the letters of the mantras in bright colors set in the body. He actually saw the Kundalini going up in the form of a snake through the Sushumna to the Sahasrara. He felt that the parts of his body at once became still and insensitive and dead to all appearances. Again, when, according to the prescribed method of worship, he uttered the mantra Ram, sprinkled water all around himself, and imagined a wall of fire existing around the place of worship, he actually saw a great wall of fire with 100 tongues spread out, protecting the place of worship from all obstacles. Formerly, Sri Ramakrishna offered cooked food, etc. to the mother. He used to see an extraordinary ray of light coming out, beaming from her eyes, touching all the offered articles, taking their essential parts and withdrawing itself into her eyes. Now let me tell you about financial integrity. Swami Vivekananda, though a man of intense renunciation and personal integrity, was also a pragmatic organizer. While he set in motion the worldwide Ramakrishna movement, he also gave many practical instructions about its smooth conduct. He laid down certain profound principles while handling day-to-day works of the organization, especially while dealing with money. He called it business integrity. One finds many references to it in his life and letters, a study of which may be a source of inspiration and guidance to those who are engaged in voluntary work. Swamiji insisted on transparency in all financial dealings, and in some of his letters gives details of expenditure he incurred. He emphasized on maintaining proper account of all public donations and never mixed up anything under any pretext. So I will not take much time. I'll pray to Thakur Maas Swamiji to give us strength and guidance so that we conduct our private ashramas very smoothly and efficiently. Thank you. Namaskar.